I grew up mostly in the East Bay, in Pittsburgh, Antioch, a little bit of Bay Point, and then we came back to San Francisco. So my mother, she switched back and forth a lot. She was a Rolling Stone, so we didn't really have a stable place that we grew up. Well, first I was a housewife for about 8 years. I decided to leave my husband after 8 years. I felt like I was economically oppressed. We had some definite cultural differences. He was from the Middle East, and of course I'm a Western woman, and wanted my freedom to go to work and get an education. Not necessarily saying it was wrong that he wanted me to stay and rear the children. We had made that agreement, but later on I grew out of that and I wanted to better my life. When I left, I didn't have any formal education. I had no marketable skills. I couldn't deal with the stresses of life as far as working, trying to balance my household, and also raising 2 children on my own and everything. And then the custody and divorce took its toll on me as well, and I fell into depression. So I ended up little by little losing everything. I lost my job and then eventually lost my place to live. I had a lot of negativity from my family too, so they did not agree with me leaving my husband to begin with. He was very well off, and I was just not happy, so I didn't have any support around, from my family. Being homeless is such a mixed bag because with my life, I went through different phases. I went through a despair for a while, feeling like I couldn't do anything because at the time, like I said, I was already going through depression, so I couldn't hold down a job or anything like that. So mental health issues started to settle in. And then I went through a period where I was accepting of, my circumstances, and then I started to focus more on trying to heal my emotions and heal psychologically. When I finally did come to the place where I realized I needed help, I began to build up a positive support system around me. ECS was one of the places that I got that support from. They had women's groups, and then I had my caseworker, and then also the supervisors that are at the shelters and stuff like that. They always had an open ear. Because the shelters are open all day, and I'm able to receive services, I feel like there was always someone there to be able to lend a hand and tell me what direction I need to go to. I believe that without ECS, I would not have been able to go as far as I have gone in life. They've created a family for me that I didn't have, so I can feel safe in the world to be able to have confidence in myself. Now that I'm in housing, I'm more accountable to everything that happens. Everything that I do has an immediate repercussion. It's actually a useful thing because now I can, spend less time making poor decisions because I know that there's going to be a negative repercussion. So when you're homeless, you really don't have that home life to be able to reflect that immediately, but now I have to definitely answer to my son. I can't just not do anything and be depressed for weeks. You know what I'm saying? I have to get up and motivate myself to be my best and do the best I can. I'm working at Episcopal Community Services. I'm also doing some volunteer work for them. So I work part-time, and then I also do volunteer work with other stuff. I don't plan to stay here forever, but this is where I am for now. I do plan to, at some point, relocate to Denver, Colorado. I think this is just a stepping stone. Families need to have the opportunity to be able to live in my unit and, get a step up and get ahead.